Welcome to another edition of Why It Works, the series where I create outfits for plus size apple shapes. I'll talk you through the outfits, I will teach you why they work, and I'll teach you why they don't work, because some of them don't work, but most importantly, I will teach you how to recreate these outfits if you are plus size apple shape. For today's video, I have been on ASOS and I have found 5 pieces that I want to create outfits with, and then we'll talk through them and we'll analyze them as we go along. And if you so wish, you can recreate them. But let's create some outfits for us plus size apple shapes and talk about why it works. I personally find that in the summertime, the easiest way to create outfit is to use simple pieces that has a bit of interest. Does that make sense? Basic, simple pieces, but with interest. That's how I prefer to work it. As I said, I've been to ASOS shopping for this video, but before I show you this dress in its full glory, let me just share with you a little disclaimer. I live in Ireland. It is rarely very warm here, but I only really need very few pieces that works for summer. For my personal wardrobe, I need pieces that I can go from season to season. So our clothes, especially for someone like me who's always cold, have to be really practical. It has to be able to be layered or at least give me coverage and enough warmth, but equally have that cooling aspect. And that is why I love this dress so much. The different silhouettes are really a big, massive trend at the moment. And that is why I fell in love with this dress. It is very different from anything that I have. It's a little bit snug on me over the tummy, but I absolutely love this dress. It is so different. It has, I won't say a big shoulder on it, but it has like a balloon sleeve. Can you see, give me a little bit more of a rounded shape. And yet look at the waist on me, because it flares out to a little tulip A-line skirt. And look at this, there is no tummy in sight. I am obsessed with this dress. Now, I love the sleeves on it, the cuffs on it, look at this. They're actually really long. They are too long on me, so I actually folded them inwards a bit. But if you have longer arms than I do, that's fantastic. And you know what, I just folded it in. Now, I didn't check the tag, but I actually think this feels like a cotton. It feels like a really nice cotton. So if you live somewhere really warm and you want something that's breathable, this dress could do it. But isn't it adorable? Now, I've just teamed it with a little black heel because I am, filming. It's easy just to slip in and out of these heels and they're very elegant. But you could easily wear this dress with a sandal, flats, sneakers, dress it up, dress it down. Now, I don't have any belts in, but I wonder would it look nice with the belt? There's so many options with a dress like this, and polka dots are just such a massive trend at the moment. Why does it work? Because not only is it different, but if you have a smaller shoulder, it'll give you a little bit more extra volume up high because it is buttoned down. And if you prefer the V-neck, now I love a round neck, you can simply just open the button and fold this in and voila, you have a V-neck. Do you see that? So it works because it gives us the waist, it gives us the added bonus at the shoulders, and it gives us the A-line skirt that hides the tummy. And that is why a dress like this, something that actually keeps its shape, works. It's a little bit different, but as I said to you before, those different silhouettes are really in trend at the moment. And this is an easy way to play around. This is an easy way to create a summer outfit without having to use a lot of different pieces. And this is a dress I can use for years to come because polka dots are fantastic. And you know what? Now, I'm not really one for shopping for trend-led pieces. And I'm just wondering, what about the silhouette of this? If these different silhouettes, especially the balloon silhouette, is no longer trending next year, do you know what you can do? Take off the sleeves, get it sewn up with a little strap. I think a seamstress should be able to do that quite easily, but make this into a little bit of a wider strap and you'd have like a little shift dress instead. So there's potential in this dress and I can see myself wearing this for years. I really love it, but this is a fantastic piece and it works fantastic for apple shapes. And please don't be afraid to play with the different silhouettes. Another easy piece for the summer for us apple shapes is a good fitting skirt. And I do know that it can take time to find a good fitting skirt. I fully get that and I fully appreciate that. But once you find the level of comfort you are happy with, the possibilities are endless. And this is a satin skirt. Now I have come to the stage in my journey, I'm no longer afraid of people seeing a little bit of visible belly line. But what I have discovered is that when you have something with a print on, even though I personally can see it, when I move, nobody is noticing my tummy. Do you see what I mean? Because the print in the skirt hides the tummy. So that's a good way to do it. Now, I love this print here. It's very, very different. It's a little bit like a leopard print, but just in a very large scale, isn't it? And I really love that. Now, us apple shapes, we do fantastic with having the color in the middle, especially if, like me, you have a large chest, having something darker at the top, grounding it then with the same color at the bottom, and then let the skirt do the talking in the middle. And because it has the right fit, there is no tummy in sight. Can you see that? Even a satin skirt. Now, I will tell you, this satin skirt is a size 22. And it is on the larger side. If I had it much smaller in a size 20, there would be a lot more tummy on display, which I personally wouldn't feel comfortable with. But by having something that sits nice and loose on my body, but still to my body, the tummy is gone. It's all about finding the right fit. Now, what I love about this skirt is actually the lace detail down the bottom. I love the fact that it's kind of like, what is this called when it's like crooked? I can't think of the word right now, but it is high-low basically, so it's higher up on the one side and lower down the other side. This skirt, it is definitely sewn for a pear shape. There's no doubt about it, because it's literally sewn with a bit more space here, but then it goes in, giving me the illusion of the hourglass figure, and then it flares out down the bottom, and that is why it works. And it's such an easy outfit to recreate. You can find so many fantastic skirts out there. It is literally trial and error. I have just finished this outfit with a lot of bling, some heavy rings and some heavy earrings, just to draw the attention up to my face as well. But a skirt like this is a fantastic option for us apple shapes. I don't know if I would dress this one down per se with sneakers and sandals and stuff. I see this more of like a dressy, uppy kind of day, going out for lunch date or something like that. But the possibilities are endless when it comes to a skirt. I haven't been shopping on ASOS for quite some time, so I'm quite unsure of the sizes. So I ordered everything in a size 22. And the dress and the skirt worked out fine. But these cotton trousers, yeah, that one didn't work out. Look at the size of these trousers. They are just way too big for me, but aren't they fantastic? The belt will hold them in place for now, just so you can see them, but 100% cotton, pair of wide leg trousers, few pleats in the front. We have functioning pockets, lovely deep pockets, which I love. And although scrunched up in the back, we do have back pockets as well. What I love the most about these is the fact that, as I said, these are basic, simple pieces that I know works for apple shapes, just with a little twist. And these ones have the lovely light yellow color with the black polka dot in them, and I just think they are so sweet. On top of that, we have quite a wide cuff down the bottom, and I love that too, mostly because it doesn't actually make me look as if my legs have been cut off in length, but the detail is still there. So that's what I mean. This is basic pieces with a little twist, with a little added bonus to it. Wide leg trousers, for me personally, as an apple shape, is a must. I am one of those apple shapes that I don't mind showing a little bit of belly, but I would like to hide away my tummy. If that's not for you, that's okay. You do you, wear what you love. But for me personally, and as a personal stylist, I do think the wide leg trousers on an apple shape is the best pair of trousers. And if you don't believe me, there is no tummy until I do like this. As an apple shape, I am all tummy. I have a large chest, but I am all tummy. The wide leg trousers hides that tummy, and that is my main goal when I get dressed. I want to hide my tummy, and then I can have fun with the rest of the outfit. Just like with the skirt, the trousers are the main attraction, hence why I have gone for black with the black sandwich of the black shoes. And again, I have kept the chunky jewelry on, simply just to catch the light and bring the attention to my face. Now, as I say, these trousers are 100% cotton, so I'm expecting them to shrink a bit when I wash them. And I think once they are washed and shrunk, I'll be able to wear them with flats. And in the summertime, I prefer to wear a flat, maybe like a flip-flop or sandal or something like that. So they would be perfect for that. I can mix and match these with so many things in my wardrobe. And again, the color is a little bit on the trendlet side, but polka dot is never going to go out of fashion. I could wear these for years to come. And with the light yellow color, that's not going to be a color that I can't wear for summer. Do you know what I'm saying? So although it's a trendlet piece, just like the first dress we had, it's still a piece I can use for longevity, and I love that. And the wide leg trousers, the perfect bottom halves for us apple shapes. I love these. I'm definitely going to try and order them in a smaller size because I love them. You can never go wrong with a white cotton dress in the summertime. And as I said earlier on, a dress is one of the easiest ways to create outfits for the summertime. Now, this dress is not perfect on me personally because I'm an apple shape with a large chest. This dress would work fantastic if you are an apple shape who has a smaller chest, all right? The sleeves on this dress is why I fell in love with it, because these big puffy sleeves, I keep trying them because I love them, but because I have such a large chest, they just don't work on me. But the features of this dress is fantastic. Once again, we have the A-line skirt and we actually have pockets. We have a dress with pockets. But the A-line skirt is what helps disguise the tummy. So there's no tummy in sight. But equally, we have this little seam going here. It's actually elasticated. There's a seam underneath the bust as well, which is elasticated. This top seam sits and cups the bust very, very nicely. Makes it very, very beautiful sitting. And then you have the seam at the waist, which just pulls in our waist. We have a couple of faux bows just sitting here just for decoration. And that's not something I would normally suggest doing, but I actually think it works on this dress simply because it has such a great fit. It is all about getting the great fit. The V-neck is beautiful, is a little bit on the low side, but I'll be honest with you, I wear a full cut bra, so my bra is kind of higher. If you wear one that's a little bit lower, you're not going to notice it. For me personally, it is simply just the big puffy sleeves that is too much. But other than that, this dress is beautiful. I should mention there is a little tie in the back. It is sewn on the side, but you can just tie that in the back. This dress is stunning. It's adorable. 100% cotton. It has pockets. Pockets always sells me on a dress, in fairness. But not perfect on me, but it is a fantastic option, especially if you are one of my girls who have the smaller chest. Then definitely give a dress like this a try. I love it. My last piece sadly does not have the perfect fit for me either, but a jumpsuit is a fantastic option, not just for an apple shape, but for everyone for the summertime. Now, I know it's not for everyone, and a lot of people will say, well, a jumpsuit is getting in and out of it, and I hear you. Either it's for you or it's not, and that's absolutely okay, but personally, I love a good jumpsuit. This one, hello again, sweetheart. This one has the elastication in the whole bodice part, front and back. We have a functioning pockets, we have the wide legs, and the wide leg again is what hides the tummy. It just flows beautifully over the body. Now, the aspect of this particular jumpsuit that doesn't quite work on me is the fact it doesn't have the perfect fit around my bust. I would need to sew a little pleat in there, but how would that gonna look on the shearing? I don't know. I don't know if I would attempt that myself, that's being honest with you. But also, it is this line here. The seam, it's a very trendy thing at the moment that these seams and everything has to be asymmetrical. It was the word asymmetrical I was looking for the skirt. That was the word. Anyway, it finally came to me. But this seam here, it goes down and up. Hi, sweetheart, just 1 minute. And it does the same on the back. Now, I'm not saying I dislike that, and I don't think it accentuates my tummy, but I could imagine, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's different. It's new. And I'm not good with change, in fairness. I don't know. I love the color of it, but if you know me, you know that yellow is my favorite color. I love myself a good jumpsuit, and it's soft and it's stretchy. I didn't check what it was made of. I could imagine it would be a cotton as well, and that would be okay because I could do with losing a little bit of the length of it. But a jumpsuit, a fantastic option. As I said before, they may be for you, they may not be for you, and either one is absolutely okay. But keep them in mind, give it a try, and just see if you can find one that works for you. Yeah, I do think it accentuates my tummy. That's the part I don't really like. I kind of feel it makes me look pregnant a little bit from the front. It's like, yeah, but those days are well gone on me, I can tell you. We ain't having no more babies here. Unless it's a puppy. No, we have 4 dogs. No. Anyway, those are all the pieces and all the outfits I have for you for today. I love the pieces I found on ASOS. Once again, the quality is fantastic. And I was delighted to find a couple of fun pieces back on ASOS that I could actually get in my size. They haven't been very inspiring for a long time, that's being honest with you. So I was glad to find a few pieces to try. But if you made it this far and sat through the ad, thank you so much. Would you do me one last favor for today and leave me a yellow heart in the comment? The yellow hearts are simply just to let me and the algorithm know that you have made it to the end. But that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.